dedicated to teach, inspire, and practice positive spiritual living. And it is our vision to see a spiritually awakened world flowing with divine love. Let's start our time together with a song, and we're so grateful to have Meg Raines here with us.
We're so delighted to be with you.
Great.
So welcome, everyone. Let's open up to the Spirit with this beautiful Open Up to the Spirit song, and I believe the PowerPoint may have the words Open Up to the Spirit. Open up to the Spirit. Open up to the one. Open up to the Spirit. Let thy will be done. All of the promises I pray are pouring on me every day when I open up to the Spirit. Open up. Oh, I got a body and I've got a soul, and I've got more love than I know how to hold. I got a window of time on this earth to celebrate my birth and connect with His power that makes me, power that makes me open up to the Spirit, open up to the one, open up to the Spirit, let thy will be done. All of the promises I pray are pouring in on me every day when I open up to the Spirit. Open up. Deep down inside me comes a light I know, and it's piercing the darkness where I sometimes go. When I'm blind, I've lost my way. I cannot see God's face, oh, but I feel that light come shining with a love that won't let go. Open up to the Spirit, everyone. Open up to the one. Open up to the Spirit. Let thy will be done. All of the promises I pray are pouring on me every day when I open up to the Spirit. Open up to the Spirit. Open up to the Spirit. Open up. Let's all open up to the Spirit. So it is. Woo!
What an opening. So as we open to Spirit, thank you, Meg. Feel that heart opening. Feel your mind opening. As we settle in to dedicate this through our prayer, we open our hearts and minds. We open our hands and our arms to the blessings of Spirit, and we know they are falling upon us like the rays of light on an amazing morning like today. Packages full of energy raining down on us potential. Like rain being drunk up by the earth to support all the new life, all our new ideas, all the good that is ours for the claiming as we open up to Spirit. We are so grateful, and so it is.
It is. Men and women. Another song. Let's do it. This is by my dear friend Curtis Haynes, and it's called I'm Choosing Heaven Today. And isn't that what we all want to choose every day of our lives? This is the only time that is. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. Joy. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing joy today. Freedom. I'm choosing freedom today. I'm choosing freedom today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing freedom today. How about some compassion? I choose compassion today. I choose compassion. I choose compassion today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I choose compassion today. Kindness. I choose kindness today. I'm choosing kindness. I'm choosing kindness today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing kindness today. How about some love? I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing, I'm choosing heaven today. So it is. Yes.
And now it's time to light our Christ candle. It's a ritual that we perform every week. It doesn't seem like it's that big a deal. You may light a candle at home as well sometimes. But this is a symbol. So as we go through our symbolic act, let's realize that inside every one of us is a flame. It's that Christ presence. And here it is being lit, not just in this candle, but in the hearts and minds of each of us. It's always lit. So what we want to do is be aware of that light that shines in ourselves. And when we realize that, we can understand that it's shining in others as well. And as we light this candle, we remind ourselves of the 5 unity principles. So let's say them together. They're on our board. God is the source and creator of all. There is no other enduring power. God is good and present everywhere. We are spiritual beings created in God's image. The Spirit of God lives within each person. Therefore, all people are inherently good. We create our life experiences through our way of thinking. Through prayer and meditation, we increase our conscious contact with God, bringing forth love, wisdom, health, prosperity, and everything good. And knowledge of these principles is not enough. We must live them. Another song, Meg, huh?
This is a song on my Voices CD, and I have CDs out there. It's always been my joy to sing for spirit. And I know that when we live in joy, we live in spirit. And this is the only precious moment that we have to live in joy. Whatever is happening to us, or any of our loved ones, every challenge is an opportunity to be more loving, kinder, more blessed. Yourself laugh and let yourself cry. Let yourself look at a newborn babe with wonder in your eye, and let yourself dance. Sing. Let yourself love this life you're living with all the gifts you bring. For joy lives in the heart of love, and joy lives in the heart of peace. Joy let yourself be strong, and let yourself be weak. Let yourself fall into your longings with all the dreams you seek, and let yourself be young. And as you turn to gray, let yourself celebrate each wrinkle as the wisdom of your age. That's the hardest part, isn't it? For joy lives in the heart of love, and joy lives in the heart of peace. Joy lives in everyone when we let it be. Oh, let yourselves be still. Yourself pray. Let yourself see the face of God everywhere today, and let yourself live, and let yourself die. Let yourself know that every answer was always here inside. Joy lives in the heart of love, and joy lives in the heart joy be. Thank you.
And now it's time for the daily word. And we have our friend Jan who's going to read.
Good morning. Good morning. So today's daily word is forgive. I begin my journey of forgiveness. Unforgiveness is a heavy bag of rocks I carry on my shoulders. When I drop the bag and begin to set the rocks aside one by one, I embark upon a healing journey. God is with and within me on this journey as my constant support and strength. When forgiveness feels difficult, I need only return my attention to Spirit's constant loving and accepting presence within me. Reestablishing my conscious connection brings warm and welcoming acceptance. It is an important step in the unburdening process of forgiveness. I forgive others as well as myself. Knowing each act of forgiveness increases my freedom to live a happy and fulfilling life. And from Colossians, bear with one another, and if anyone has a complaint against another, forgive each other, just as the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive.
Thank you, Jan. And now it's time to think about those children in our lives. Whether there are children in your lives, whether there are children that you see in your environment, or whether it is you remember when you were a child. And in fact, within each one of us is that child presence, that potential, that excitement, the excitement of every new day, the excitement of seeing a robin find a worm, the excitement of looking at that worm. So many discoveries, so many new things. Yes, those are part of us still. We may have added a lot of experience to the package, but we are still capable of being that child. That child that Jesus said, "Come to me. Come to me fresh and open and clear, ready for each new day." So I invite you to, in the next breath, get a little more in touch with that person inside you, that child inside, excited about things, who sees very little blame, who's right in the moment ever. And so it is with us as well. Amen. Now we think about not just ourselves and who we are, but we think about others in our lives and the intentions that they might have. So if you are aware of any need in your body temple, among your family members, your acquaintances, moving out into our world, there are things that we would like to see different. And at Unity, we believe in the power of prayer. So we're going to focus our attentions, our gifts of our attention, right? The gift of how we focus, knowing that prayer moves through and accomplishes all. So I invite you to take those intentions, take those needs into a moment of prayer. See Spirit moving through every need. If there's an unhappiness, accept and move through For that Spirit of God, Spirit of joy is within, asking to burst through with energy, with completeness. And let's take a moment or two of silence to remember those for whom we pray. And you can say their names if you choose during this time, and we'll hold them all in our community of faith. As we picture healing, as we picture fulfillment, as we picture prosperity, and the assured movement of spirit, where we remove any blockages, we know that spirit moves through and blesses all as it passes. And so it is. And now a song.
You are the heart, and you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and all you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. Sing that with me. You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and all you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and all we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and all I am and all I do is a blessing to the world, and all I am and all I do is a blessing to the world.
I invite you to settle into your chairs and get ready for our meditation time. Breathing in, stretch up your spine. Breathing out, relax. Relax your neck, your facial muscles. On the next in-breath, maybe move up again. And then feel yourself on your exhale, settling into the here and now. Let your body become soft. Let your hands relax in your lap. And on an inhale, begin to feel the flow. The Spirit is flowing within you. And all we need do is relax and let it be. So in this meditation, we will invite the stillness. And if your body is not still right now, just notice it. Accept it. If your mind is not still, just notice it. And accept it. Our minds like to think. But we have the intention of being still. Today's daily word was forgive. Forgiveness is an opening of the gates. So if there's any unforgiveness that we are holding on to, let's strive to release. Open those gates, those walls that we make for ourselves that keep us from truly loving another. See those walls crumble. We don't need them. We think we do sometimes. But the walls just seek to impede the flow, the loving flow of who we are at every moment. So as we invite this stillness, just notice that in-breath. As it gets warmer, as it comes in, and it tickles all the way down. And its job is to let go and release of all that's not needed. For we are in a constant flow of taking in new and letting go of that which we don't need. So I want to get out of my own way. Remove any false constructs. Such constructs form some dis-ease in our bodies. And if we are carrying any of those, let's see them break through as well. So we let go of the ricketiness and the stiffness. If someone labeled us with a certain dis-ease, let's take the next breath and let that go. Feel that breath circulate in the area that you thought was achy or troublesome. Feel the next breath circle it, energize it, and let the exhale take it away. As we settle even deeper into our chairs, and for a moment, let's sense our feet grounded on the earth, always supported by this beautiful earth, the fruitful, the abundant earth that gives us everything we need. The plants that purify our air, that provide the food, that purify the oxygen. We are a part of this perfection. Let us strive to stay connected to this wondrousness of life. Feel the invigoration as it maybe moves up through your legs. And strives to make you whole in every way. So as we let go of our barriers and our unforgivenesses and feel our connection with Mother Earth, we feel the freedom that comes from being a human, spiritual being, plugged into life. Free, creative, potential. So in the silent moment, the next moment, I invite you to feel the energy of Mother Earth coming in, strengthening you. Enlivening you. Surrounding you with loving attention and confidence. As we breathe in the bliss, the gentle support, the everyday kindness, acceptance, and need, for the world needs us to be exactly who we are. And I accept my connection. I accept my role. I accept my part in this wondrous world. And here come I, ready to bloom where I'm planted. To be the divine me, free from barriers, totally loving, a conduit of spirit as it travels through my body, through my hands into my deeds, through my voice into loving thoughts and words. For everywhere today, we will see the face of God. And know and be assured that we are in the right place. Letting Spirit flow. And it feels so good. I invite you to take the next 2 or 3 delicious breaths. Realize your place in this room, your divine place in this world, and come back to the here and now with a bit of a smile on your face. And so it is. Thank you.
So we certainly have with that beautiful, beautiful meditation. Thank you so much, Bobbi. We know that we've got everything we need right here and now, right? Everything is right in this present moment. I've got everything I need to be happy. So this happy little song, your little part is do, 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 do. Can you sing that with me? Do, 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 do. I got everything that I need to be happy. Do, 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 do. Let's do that. I got everything that I need to be happy. Do, 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 do. I got food. I got friends, I got my loving community right here. I got the birds in the morning and the sweet blue sky. Got my heart singing songs, my oh my. I got everything that I need to be happy. Do 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 do. Oh, I got everything that I need to be happy. Do, 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 do. If I got shoes and I got a roof, well, I must have prosperity. Yeah, yeah. I got the birds in the morning and the sweet blue sky. Got my heart singing songs. My, oh my. Everything that I need to be happy. Do 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 do. Oh, I got nothing. If I don't have myself, and if I'm not grateful for all God's graces, what good is money? What good is wealth? I got everything that I need to be happy. Do, 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 do. Oh, I've got love. I got laughter. I got what's left of my sanity. And I've got Bobbi on meditation, and John in the sound room, and Renee and Jan, and all of you beautiful people here to greet me and love me, and I love you too. I got everything that I need. I got everything that I need. I got everything that I need to be happy. Do 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 do.
What a day. How great. Thank you. And now we're getting ready to hook in via magical Zoom or some such thing with our good friend Vince Lisi, who comes to us from Youngstown, Ohio. And his topic of talk today is congratulations, you won. And Vince, here we go.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity of allowing me to address your dear souls at Unity of Pittsburgh. Just a joy to be with you. The teaching I'm going to give today is a little out there, but I think it is absolutely true. If you accept it, digest it, it perhaps will give you a way of looking at things you have never had before. The title is Congratulations, You Won. Again, this is a very powerful teaching. I encourage you to take some notes. Let's begin. Every once in a while, you get a notice saying, congratulations, you won. It usually has to do with a vacation or a big ticket item, which will try to, in a sense, draw you into buying something else. And yet there is a game. There is a game that we have been playing for lifetimes that warrants the phrase, congratulations, you won. What I'm about to share with you is a way of understanding our past and now our present lifetime. Please consider it very, very deeply. It is my attempt of making sense of the rough times that many of us have had in life and still in which many of us are immersed. The game that we have played, the game of the past, is the game of separation. This game entailed the dimming of our own inner light, our soul light, and allowing the lower energies of fear and doubt, guilt and shame to unduly affect us. Let's be clear. The teaching is that we freely dimmed our inner light. And the reason we did so is because we could, because we wanted to have the experience. We wanted to have the feeling of being separated from our God spirit and separated from our own selves. Again, why did we do this? Because we could. And again, it was freely accepted by us at the time, eons ago. That's why the title of today's teaching is Congratulations, you've won the game of separation. Congratulations, you've won the game of separation. Wait a minute. Are you saying that my most recent lifetimes were a game of separation? What game? I didn't even know I was playing a game. Well, that's why the game was so convincing. That's why the game was so convincing. You didn't even know you were playing it. You thought that being a human being was just the limitation that everyone has been born with and has to go through. You thought that the feelings of fear and doubt were just natural conditions of everyone's life. And you made up a whole list of sayings to fuel this game of separation, such as, well, I'm only human, and nobody is perfect. You know, life isn't meant to be a bed of roses. Who do you think you are, God? And more than these sayings, you constructed hiding places. You constructed hiding places where you could pretend that you were only human. What do you mean by a hiding place? Well, the first hiding place that you had was by thinking that you were only a human body, that everything revolved around your body. Everything revolved around how your body was doing. You gave the body a fancy name by calling it your personality. And the gauge of your success was how your body personality was doing in the world, which was the second hiding place. The world became a second hiding place for your body. In fact, your body and the world became the hiding places in the game of separation. They became the gauge of how successful you thought you were. They became your identities. Your personality self and your worldly self took over the identity of your own true self. At best, the soul self became even dimmer in its light, recalled only in extreme cases such as illness and death, or at any other major event in life, such as the birth of a child or a major achievement. But for the most part, your personality self, your worldly self became you. You hid in them. And then you decided upon a very convincing set of rules that ensure that you would never end the game of separation. The set of rules was called duality, especially the duality in the lower energies of the third dimension: fear, guilt, worry, anxiety. This is how duality worked. Because duality says that everything has its opposite, from happy relationships to sad relationships, from good jobs to not so good jobs, from abundance to struggling, eventually you would become dissatisfied with a partner or a downturn of your fortune. And then you'd say to yourself, well, the next relationship will be better. The next job will be my dream job. I won't have to struggle in the future. And you dutifully proceeded to the next relationship, the next job, the next hope for abundance, only to be disappointed again. And then you would try again, and again, and again, until you just wore out and settled for less than what you desired. And you would then pass from one lifetime to another. Even when you were successful for the moment in your relationship, in your job, and in your abundance, duality had another card to play. That card was competition, comparing yourself to another. Even when you seem to be winning in your life, there's always someone who seemed to be richer, smarter, happier, better. All of these experiences of never being satisfied, always looking for more. In a nutshell, feeling lousy. All of these experiences of feeling lousy were clear indicators that you were winning the game. You were winning the game of separation. Congratulations, you were winning the game, even when you didn't know you were playing it. How convincing is that? You are winning the game of separation. But every once in a while, you began to say to yourself, no, wait a minute. I don't like this lousy feeling. I don't like the fact that I never seem to be really happy. Isn't there another way to play the game of life? And then two things began to happen. First, you remembered something. But then you had another stumbling block. The next card that the game of separation would play, that stumbling block, was going to be its trump card. Let me explain. First, you remembered something. Over the years, you eventually remembered that you had dimmed your own light. And because you had dimmed your own light, you realized that you could raise your light again. You were becoming spiritual. It took many years to do this raising of your light. And this is how you did it. You realized that you had fallen into the trap of separation that many before you and many still presently have fallen into. The trap was that in the game of separation, this was the trap. In the game of separation, you began to create with your own light, your own ideas, rather than the Creator's light. You became very self-centered. You got trapped in trying to figure out what was always in your best interest. Even when you were being nice, it was still about you. You had forgotten to create from the Creator's light. Oh, yes, you might have said that you believed in God, and you might have thought, oh, yes, I'm a God-loving, spiritual, realized person. But when push came to shove, you looked out for yourself first. You had forgotten where you got your light. You had forgotten how you were created. You had forgotten to follow the Holy Spirit. That was all a part of the game of separation. But you finally remembered again. And this time you got it a little better. Notice I said a little better. You began to align more and more with your inner light. Terrific. Things seem to be getting progressively better. Terrific. Until the game of separation played its most powerful card that still traps many of us. Here is the final card of the game of separation. It has two parts. The first one quite positive. The second one quite destructive. First, the positive part. As you are more and more realigning, getting into that proper relationship to the divine, raising your light, you find yourself to be very understanding and very forgiving of others. This was not always the case. In the past, when someone did or said something that you perceived to be hurtful, well, you felt hurt, and you probably responded accordingly. But now in your realignment, you have been able to understand that that hurtful comment or that hurtful action had nothing to do with you. It was simply that the other person was stuck at the moment, just as you had been stuck in past times. But now, and rightly so, you are able to understand and you are able to forgive others without judgment and in a very loving and inclusive way. But this positive movement of understanding and forgiving others now allows the game of separation to play its highest card. The highest card is that although you forgive others, you cannot forgive yourself. You cannot forgive yourself. At this moment, the game of separation plays its most insidious card. It will not let you forgive yourself. It makes you look at your past life with all of the self-centered, me first, deceitful things you have done. And then it brings its two biggest energies forward. They are not fear and doubt. but rather the two lowest energies of guilt and shame. You begin to get trapped again in guilt and shame. You do realize all of the negative things that you have done in the past. And even though you can forgive others, even though you realize that you are now not who you used to be, you still declare yourself guilty for your past. And then the shame comes in one of these forms. I feel ashamed that I hurt so many people that I thought I loved. I feel ashamed that I was often petty, proud, and controlling. I feel ashamed that I have felt crappy, unworthy, and unloved. You were winning the game. You were winning the game of separation. I feel ashamed that I thought that I was better than others. I feel ashamed that I was not more compassionate. I feel ashamed that I still was very much, in a sense, sometimes just not as nice as I could be. You are winning the game of separation. That's the purpose of the game. I feel ashamed that I wanted to commit suicide. I feel ashamed that I thought riches would bring me happiness. I feel ashamed that I thought I was owning my body. You were winning the game. That was the purpose of the game of separation, to feel lousy. I feel ashamed that I was inconsiderate of others. I feel ashamed that I was out of control. How can I ever forgive myself? Congratulations. You won the game. You had the ultimate experience of separation. You felt separated from God, separated from yourself, and separated from others. The goal is not to forgive yourself. The goal is to have experienced the energy of separation. Congratulations. You won the game. Can you understand this? And please, please don't say that you'll do better the next time, in the next lifetime. You're done with separation. You've had the experience. You've had a first-class human experience of separation. No more separation. You chose to become who you were not, a separated human being, so that you could better know who you truly are, an aligned soul spirit who is free to create your reality as an extension of the divine, knowing that just as the divine is a free creating energy, which has made us in its image and likeness, we too will extend this love and goodness. In conclusion, you might be saying, well, now what? First, reflect. Take some time to mull over this teaching. Understand that you freely chose the state of separation, and realize the experience for what it was. It was an experience of forgetting who you were. Please don't try to forgive yourself. You'll just continue the game. Just try to understand the experience. There is no hook to wiggle off of. And please don't say, I should have done better. You know what shoulding does. Understand the experience. Congratulations. You've won the game of separation. Now, there's no need to play the game again. The second point, let's go forward in alignment. Namaste.
Thank you, Vince. Namaste. It's now time for our prosperity practice. So I invite you to take out your offering, your gift. We are about to participate in the divine flow. No longer separate, but part of all of life. And we realize that some of you are contributing by an electronic means, but if you have your gift on your person today, I invite you to take it in your hands. Picture that it is part of the divine flow, the flow of energy, of goodness. And we want to be part of that flow. And so place yourself in the flow as we say our prayer together. With me, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. All right, so let's let go of that separation and shine.
Shine like the sun. We're all gonna shine like the sun. It's time to shake off the weight of the illusion. We're lifting the veil. Finally wake up and lose the confusion and drink from the one holy grail and shine like the sun. Everybody shine like the sun. It's our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. Who are we meant to be? Brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous. We're meant to fly free and shine like the sun. Everybody shine like the sun. Let your light be a wonder to the world. Oh, you've got nothing to hide. Radiating the glory of your love. Turn yourself on. I love that line. Turn yourself on and shine like the sun. Everybody now, we're all gonna shine like the sun. We're all here to shine. We're all here to shine like the sun. Everybody shine like the sun. One more time. yourself on. Turn yourself on. Turn yourself on and shine. Let's go out there and shine. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Meg. You've been amazing with us today. It's been such a coordinated, I love the way we flowed together and how the songs just flowed to this brightness. Yes, thank you.
Well, it's the message. The truth is the truth.
Indeed.
It is.
Yeah. All right, well, we have a few announcements. One is gratitude for our lovely meeting last week. We had our annual meeting right here, and it was also online. And it was a joyful experience during which we re-elected or elected new officers, and we said goodbye to the ones, John who is leaving, and in gratitude for their service and his service. It was a lovely meeting, full of potential and very exciting. So there is now a calendar of kind of events for the whole year, where it's now out in the hall, and you might want to take a look. Our classes will be posted there. Our cleanup, we're motivated to clean up some of the outside, and so we're going to be organizing groups to do that. And if there are any other announcements to that end, I understand there will be a beginner's unity class being scheduled. I'll be contacting the people who signed up. I think there were 8 or 9 of them, which is fabulous, just fabulous. And if any of you would like to join that beginner's class, I want to take your input to see when we're all available, and we'll schedule it around our needs. So, anything else for the good of everyone? Perhaps not, huh? That might be it. So let's come together with our closing verse, please. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Amen. So it is. Thank you.